Hey, how we doing? It's Aurora, otherwise known as Christian. Those of you who know me a little bit more in depth, my name's Christian. Otherwise, to everybody else, it's Aurora. Hope we're all doing good today. So today I'm gonna go over my commander setup for my Atlanta. Um, I use Thomas Kincaid because he has some really good perks. I'm using his base trait, which you automatically have, is reduced sonar consumable reload time, which I have him all the way up to level 11, so I've reduced that by 3.3. And also because I have him to 11, I could use two different inspirations. So I have enhanced the armor piercing capabilities of your cruiser shells for when I get close enough to where armor piercing with the Atlanta is a good idea. And you have to be close enough to really use the armor piercing because the shells are so lightweight, and I'll explain that more in depth when I go into a match here in a minute. Um, and then I also have increased the dispersion, just because anything that increases dispersion of enemy ships or increase the dispersion of the fire coming in towards you, I love. It's great. But the perks that he has that I use Ingenious, um, because being able to tell who's targeting you is a really fantastic thing, especially when hunting destroyers. And as I'll hopefully be able to show later, the Atlanta is really good at hunting destroyers. That's pretty much what you do in the Atlanta, besides peppering HE against heavily armored targets. Um, then you have full speed ahead to just increase the maximum speed and her rudder shift, just to make it a little bit easier to dodge torpedoes. Um, And then here you have two really good perks that you could choose from. This one is reduce incoming damage to your cruiser, increase resilience of her weaponry, and reduce weapon module repair time. I will say you do get a lot of weapons knocked out while using the Atlanta. It happens, it's a pretty common occurrence, but I personally prefer to use armed and ready, which is enable a warning indicator of the number of enemy ships currently targeting your ship with their main battery. Which, again, this also comes with increasing fire dispersion, which is great. I love it. But this one just tells you, it says that it shows you the number of enemy ships, but I'm not entirely sure. Um, I guess what I can do is I can try it out and test it, but the next thing that is really good is acoustic chamber. This right here is fantastic. It increases the sonar's duration, and it reduces its reload time while adding one extra charge. The Atlanta, at least as far as, because it's the only cruiser I use this commander on, because the other one I have 203 millimeter guns, so I use a totally separate commander. But with this guy, I have him suited to really play for the Atlanta, which has done me well. So that's pretty much how I have him set up. He's very good, in my opinion. Um, Thomas Kincaid. I play a lot of cruiser, but I also play some battleship too. Um, but I definitely play cruiser more than I do destroyer, and this is the guy that I use because he's just leaps and bounds better. Um, than the standard commander that you start with. You know, the standard commander that you start with is pretty much uh, good for anything. You can set them up prior to starting the match to play however you're going to play. So that's how I have my commander set up. So this video is going to end here, and then I'm going to upload a replay of a match. I'm going to talk through the replay to kind of let you know how I'm thinking, what I'm thinking, some tips and strategies to use when playing the Atlanta. Kind of a tutorial of how to play the Atlanta. But thanks for watching, and I hope you all have a fantastic day.